So you wanna be a WWE general manager, huh? That's apparently what we're gonna be doing. I want an achievement. There's an achievement that you get, okay, for winning general manager mode. And it's only like 10 gamer score, but I want it, okay? I'm trying to achievement hunt on this game. I want it. We're gonna do William Regal so that we can get Legend Whisperer. And we're gonna do, I think, Birth of Legends. Yes. We're gonna use a custom draft pool of just some cores that I've also thrown into the default draft pool. We're gonna be playing on 15 weeks. We're gonna be playing on easy because I don't care. We're gonna be going up against, let's go against Sonya Deville. I don't care about your roster's morale. And then, game fans this week, otherwise it will only be doubled. Oh my god. That's like massive. Title matches booked this week. Okay, let's go with NXT. We will do, sure, we'll do Smackdown with William Regal versus Sonya Deville at NXT. And we're gonna go in and do the draft. So, a 15-week run, I believe, is like 2 or 3 pay-per-views. I should be able to sit here and do it in one sitting. It should just be like a nice 2-parter mini-series, and hopefully it goes okay. I recorded some of this previously, and my audio messed up, so we're going around for round 2. I can pick a better draft pool. Okay, right off the bat, Balor. We're grabbing Balor. Heel Balor. Oh my god, NXT have taken Brock Lesnar. What a shame. So we want somebody that can immediately oppose Balor. Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens can oppose Balor. Brilliant. Rivalry straight off the bat. They've taken O'Reilly. Nice. Let's go for a woman. Who do we want? Let's see who's on our draft pool, because they pick like a select number of people and then kind of go from there. Oh, let's grab Omega because he's a specialist. Specialists are pretty useful to have. They're like good middlemen. Davenport. We could maybe grab Davenport. She's quite cheap, but she does have the lowest popularity. We might have to build her up a little bit, but she would be a good cheap female face to get, but we now need to get a heel to go against her. Let's take a look. We got Charlotte, who's a specialist. Rhea Ripley, who's a bruiser, but we don't want to do face versus face. Baszler. Perfect. I've never drafted Baszler in GM mode. I've played GM mode like 2 or 3 times now, and only fully finished it once. But I've not drafted Baszler at all during any of those times. Okay, let's go. You know what? I'm going to get my women's division sorted. We'll get like 4 women. I think that'd be okay. We'll go ahead and we'll grab Naomi because she's a cruiserweight, and then we'll go ahead and get Tamina because she's a heel giant, so that we can have those 2 feuds. Where's Tamina? Where's Tamina? Tamina, where are you? Has she been drafted? Did they take Tamina? How do I take a look at the draft order? Did they... recommendations. Look, Tamina's recommended. Boom, we got her. I wanted her anyway. They've got a very weird roster. Okay, so they're recommending that I take Rey Mysterio next. Mysterio is a cruiserweight. We could go with Mysterio. We would have to pick up a giant. So let's grab Mysterio. We'll see if we can find... We could probably get maybe Volta if he's not been drafted. That could be interesting to do. Where is Volta? Alternatively, I can just grab... I could grab like a face giant and turn him heel and do it that way instead. Or we could grab more specialists. Volta, there he is. I really want to do Volta versus Mysterio as a feud. I think that could be interesting. So that's... I would say that's probably all we need to start off, but I'm going to grab a few extra people that are like specialists or just a little bit cheaper so that we can kind of just do other stuff with them. So for example, let's go ahead and grab Natalia, because she's a specialist. I don't particularly care if she's heal or face, I just want a couple more specialists. Let's go ahead and grab Murphy, face specialist, and then let's go ahead and grab one more heal guy, preferably a specialist, but I'm not too fussy. We could go ahead, no. Who do we want? Who do we want? Who do we want? Mustafa Ali? No. I'm like comparing it to my side thing here. We could do Strong versus Owens. Theory feuds with Balor. Eric? No, we don't want Eric. Cody Rhodes. We could get Cody. You know what? We're gonna get Starks. We're gonna get Starks, and that's it. We're done. I want to save my money because when I recorded this last time, I ran out of money, and it was not good. So there's our draft. We've got Shayna, Omega, Naomi, Balor, Tamina, Owens, Davenport, and Mysterio. It's looking pretty solid. So NXT are going to take a couple more. They took Brian Kendrick, Ivar. I thought they were going to take Cena then, Gonzalez. Oh, they're just powering through. Oh, there we go. So they've got definitely more of like at least on the left-hand side, that's like some main eventers. The right-hand side, I would imagine they've got to build them up a little bit. So, a little bit of a roster comparison. They've got 3 extra people, but we get a free legend. We get to sign a free legend, which will be cool. I don't know if I'll do it straight away, but I do want to do it early on. So, I need to pick my champions, and this will be like my initial feud that I have to set up. And they'll also get a popularity boost. So I think I want to do Balor versus Owens as my initial feud, and then Shayna with, was it Davenport that feuded with Shayna? I think so. There we go. So those are going to be my 2 champions starting things off. At the start of every match card, unfortunately, you have to go in and like manually select all of this stuff, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But we should start unlocking it fairly quickly. We can also go in here, we can go ahead and sign some free agents if we need some. I'm not very good at building people up, so I probably will not be doing any of that kind of stuff. We might buy a couple of free agents as we go along, maybe get a little bit more money and stuff, but we're only on a 15-week run. I think if we were on like a 52-week run, or a 50-week run, whatever it is, then we would probably sign a lot more people. And then our legends situation, I want to go for a legend that is long term, so I would probably go with Goldberg. So if Goldberg is still here by the time I'm ready to sign a legend, then we will do it. But 10 weeks, I need to wait. We're going to have to wait until we get past our feud with Owens, because I don't want to waste my card. We're going to try and get an upper hand on NXT before we get like too far into it. I want to start off with the upper hand and just hold the upper hand from there. So we're going to do Baszler against Davenport, and we're going to start off with a tables match. It's going to be a title match, and that's going to be the first match of the show. We will do a call out. We'll have Volta calling out Mysterio. We'll go ahead and do, let's take a look. We want just like a general good match. I think maybe Starks versus Murphy. And then our main event, we want Balor versus Owens in a tables match. Title match. Boom. Promo. Let's go ahead and do a charity promo, because charity promos give you, I guess based off of your promo skill, or maybe it's just a default amount, it gives you free fans basically. For the 10k. So that show's going to cost us 23k, which is not bad. And hopefully these guys are going to put on good matches. I've matched up the fighting styles, so Fighter and Bruiser should go well. Bruiser and Fighter, Specialist and Specialist. Let's take a look at it. We'll go ahead and confirm booking. Okay, so Baszler versus Davenport. Let's find out who our women's champ is. Baszler retains. Brilliant. Was it a good match? It was. 3.5 stars. Thank you. We got a good call out and the start of a rivalry. We got Starks versus Murphy.
1, 2, 3.
Was it a good match? Please be a good match. It was a 2-star match. It was okay. It was okay. It was fine. It'll do. It's better than a 1-star match. And then Balor versus Owens. Let's have a look. Owens! Owens beat Balor already. And the rivalry has begun. We got another 3.5-star match. So start of the show was solid. End of the show was solid. That's kind of what we're aiming for. We'll go ahead and simulate that. Because I don't care. I just want to see the ratings. There, look at that. We absolutely demolished NXT at the start and at the main event. We just kind of dipped in the middle. So we should now be ahead. We got 84k. Oh, we got a Veto Star card. That's good. And they got 70k. So we're 14k ahead. That's a pretty decent start, to be fair. Kevin Owens has a talent for tables matches. Ensure that Shayna Baszler cuts a promo this week. We can have Baszler cut a promo. So let's go ahead. We've got the feud between Volta and Mysterio that we can now kick off the start of the match, the start of the show with. We're going to do a tables match to kick off that. We'll go ahead and do Baszler calling out Davenport. That's going to be our initial women's feud. We'll go ahead and have... do we want to trigger maybe a secondary feud? We'll do Naomi versus Tamina to kick off what will be a feud building towards the pay-per-view. Or building towards a pay-per-view kind of climax, I guess. And then we'll go ahead again. I want to do another charity thing. Even though it's kind of like a cheap way to do it, I want to do it. Let's go ahead and have Murphy do it because I want to have Owens in the main event. We're going to have Kevin Owens taking on Ricky Starks with an interference from Finn Balor. And that should keep the rivalry going. So that's just letting me know that when I've got an interference, I can only simulate the match. So that's how the match card is looking. Now that we are on the second show, we can go ahead and book it in a slightly bigger arena. We can also go ahead and buy the backstage crew. This is why I wanted to save some of my money. Because some of these you have to buy unless you want to wait and fill up the optional goal. To be honest, on a 15-week thing, we're not going to have the time. So let's go ahead and finalize the booking. Okay, Volta versus Mysterio after their little interaction last week.
1, 2, 3.
Let's take a look. Mysterio picked up the win. Oh, nice. In a 3-star match. Not bad. Not bad. We got the rivalry grew to a level 2 rivalry, which is good. We got Tamina versus Naomi, which Naomi picked up the win in a 2-star match. Okay. We're dipping in the mid-card, which is a little bit frustrating. We're going to have to see if we can get a solid match in the mid-card. I don't want to lose people. Oh, okay. So we dipped in the main event for the sake of increasing the Owens and Balor feud. That's unfortunate, actually. Let's go ahead and simulate that. Let's see how we did in comparison. Oh, NXT beat us out. Oh, okay. So booking Starks in the main event was a mistake. We gained 73. This all hinges on how much they now get. 80. Okay, so I think we're still ahead. We should be like 7k ahead, yeah. Okay, that's fine. We took a little bit of a dip. So, for this week, I'm going to have to try and give... oh, we've unlocked the CWC. I need to try and give my main event guys a bit of a break. Let's take a look at what we can do here. Block an opposing brand from booking their most popular superstar in next week's show. We're on week 3. We could do that. I also want to do this. This is Birth of Legends. Oh my god, I can't believe we got off a Legend Whisperer and a Birth of Legends. Is that because we used Regal and Smackdown? Of course it is. I'm an idiot. Let's use this. We're going to increase the popularity of random superstars on the roster, so that when I use them in feuds, they'll be way more popular. There we go. Brilliant. So we got Natalya, Tamina, Murphy, Volta, Omega, and Owens. Let's go ahead. Do we want to get the Legend Whisperer yet? I think I'll get it after the next pay-per-view. We'll make sure that we've got this pay-per-view out of the way. So we go ahead and buy that, buy that, buy that. I'm going to save the other stuff when we get to the pay-per-view. So this week I'm not going to have a match between Owens and Balor, but they will have one at some stage. We'll do Davenport versus Shayna to open the show. Do we want to do... no, I don't think so. Schedule a run-in on one of your champions this week. Oh! Do we maybe want to do, like, Shayna versus somebody else? Her stamina's at 55. Davenport's is higher, so we'll do... Oh, Sugar. Oh, Sugar. I was going to do, like, Shayna running on Davenport, but Davenport's not the champion. So that's kind of awkward. Okay, I guess we will do... This is difficult. Let's do Davenport versus Natalya with a run-in from Shayna so that we can get that rivalry increasing some more. I don't know if it even will go past level 2 before we get to the first pay-per-view. But I really, really need to also get... I guess we'll have a run-in on Owens in, like, the main event. Or we could do it in the mid-card. I wonder what it would be like to do it in the mid-card. So let's do... Okay, we're going to do Owens versus Starks, which I know went badly last time, but then we're going to have a run-in from Balor on Owens. We'll do a good old charity promo, because why not, from Murphy. Well done, Murphy. And then I think a self-promo from Omega to boost him up a little bit more. And then in the main event, we're going to do Volta versus Mysterio in an Extreme Rules match, so that should be nice and beefy for the main event. This is going to be quite an expensive show, but hopefully, if we get the fans in, it should be a decent outcome. Okay, so go ahead and... Oh, no, I want to simulate it one by one so I can see. Davenport versus Natalya. Natalya beat Davenport. The match will probably be shit, yeah. But, oh, we got the rivalry to level 3. That's really, really good. We might be able to finish the rivalry at the pay-per-view. So then we do charity. Good. We got some fans. Starks is... he has the ability to be injured, but I don't particularly care. I'm just kind of using him for the sake of using him. He's a means to an end at this point. Level 2. Brilliant. Omega. Ooh, Omega cut a bad promo. And then the main event. Come on. Come on, the main event. Mysterio. 3.5 with a level 3 rivalry. Nice. So the only place I'm really dipping is the main event feud. Because the women's feud and that mid-card feud are both doing pretty good. Ooh. NXT beat me out just by a little bit there. Ooh. We gained 75. And we did profit. To the moon, you successfully accomplished the commissioner's goal. I wonder what to the moon is. They got 66. Okay, so we're on the go home show. Oh, we've unlocked a couple more things. Again, I'm going to just kind of... We'll probably end up skipping the Gorilla Crew and going straight into Stage Building Crew. I'll go ahead and buy that, but I don't want to use it this show. The lights and stuff, we will probably grab the advanced lights for the pay-per-view. Oh, shit. Because we're about to move towards the pay-per-view anyway. I'm going to be a little bit sneaky. What is this? Only usable on superstars with less than 60 popularity. Plus 15 popularity to a superstar after their next match. So I can give it to any of these guys. Let's go ahead and give it to Omega, and then we'll book him in a match this week so that he'll be popular after his next match. Free arena booking, which I'm going to wait until the pay-per-view to use. Legend Whisperer, we'll wait until the pay-per-view. Veto Star I'm going to use now because it should apply for the pay-per-view. So NXT are not going to be able to use their most popular superstar during the actual pay-per-view, which is realistically disgusting. That's an awful thing to do to a brand. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at our rivalries real quick. So we've got Mysterio and Volta at level 3, Balor and Owens at level 2. That one will probably run for another month. And then we've got Baszler and Davenport at a level 3. So I guess let's go ahead and do the Omega match. We'll do Omega versus Balor? Why not? It's heel versus face. Hopefully we can get a good match out of it. We could run some interference. We could run interference on it and see how that goes. Let's go ahead and do a call-out promo between Baszler and Davenport. Because I don't particularly want to book them this week. Let's go ahead and do Naomi versus Tamina 2. We'll get ready to sort of set that one up to replace the mid-card feud. We'll go ahead and do... God, can we have Davenport call Baszler back out? That would be brilliant. I didn't know you could do that. That's fantastic. And then for the main event, we're going to do Volta versus Mysterio in a tables match. What is that? Oh, I don't care. I don't care about that. Go away, Triple H. We're doing this. There. That is our go-home show, I guess. Owens is not on it, but he's going to do the run-in. And then we've got that one, which is a good styles clash. That one, which is also a good styles clash, plus a match type. And then we're building up the women's feud in a bunch of promos. Let's go for it. Let's see how we do. So, go-home show. Omega versus Balor. Oh, and Omega beat Balor. Nice. It was only a 1.5-star match, though, which is really disappointing, actually. We got an okay call-out promo from Baszler. This is not looking good. We've got a 15k fan lead at the moment. We need to keep it. And at the moment, we're not keeping it. And it's really disappointing. The rivalry's increased to a level 4. Come on. Volta versus Mysterio in the main event. Come on. Mysterio won again. Whoa! In a 4-star match. Jeez. It must have been a bloody good one. Mysterio just keeps beating Volta. So let's take a look at the stats. NXT did pull ahead until the main event. I think overall, we probably equaled out. It looks like we probably got round about the same. So I gained, I guess it was 67. You know, we were 70 fans off of 67. We gained some profit during that. And they gained 50, so we're still ahead. That's good. So it is WrestleMania Backlash time. Let's go ahead and take a look at our power cards. We're going to go ahead and use free arena bookings so that we don't have to pay for any for this pay-per-view. I think it's relatively cheap. I think it's like 40 grand, which I can afford, but I mean, if I can save the money, I'm going to save the money. So we'll go ahead and buy that. We're going to go ahead and get the stage building crew. We're going to go ahead and get the advanced lights. All of this kind of stuff will increase like fan income and things like that. We're going to go ahead and buy the viral campaign, which is like the social media aspect of it. So our show currently costs 55k. It will probably end up costing about 100 by the time we're done. This is where I'm going to go ahead and get Legend Whisperer, because we're going to have the Legend appear at the pay-per-view. Make his debut at the pay-per-view. Who are we going to get? No idea. Whoever is on the Legends roster right now. Whew, Goldberg's gone down to 5 weeks. That is not good. Oh, God. This is really not like a good Legends pool, I'm not gonna lie. The best one to get would probably be Batista, so that I can do a long-term feud with him. But I'm gonna go with Goldberg because he's got a higher popularity. Am I? No, he's only got 2 less popularity, and he's got way more stamina than Goldberg. We're gonna go with Batista. Big Teast. I don't know why I thought I was gonna go with Goldberg instead. But I can run a feud between, like, Owens and Batista, if I wanted to. Which I probably will. So let's go ahead and set up this. We want to do a charity gig with... Where is Batista? There he is. We want Batista to come out and do a little charity gig, cement himself as a face, blah, blah, blah. To open the show, we're going to start with Baszler versus Davenport. We're going to go big. It's a level 4 rivalry, so it's probably going to end at this pay-per-view. We're going to do a Hell in a Cell. God, that's going to be interesting. We'll go ahead and do Volta versus Mysterio. We will do an Extreme Rules match, because I don't want to spend more money on a Hell in a Cell. We will do a self-promo from Omega. We'll see how that goes. We've got a rivalry match to book between Tamina and Naomi, which we can put in a tables match. Let's go ahead and do a bit of self-promo for... We'll do it for Murphy. And then the main event, because we've only got 2 belts, Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor. It's not at a 4 out of 4, but it might still end at this pay-per-view. So I'm going to go with a Hell in a Cell, just in case it does. I have a weird feeling that it might increase to a level 4 and then immediately end. I'll be a little bit disappointed if it extends out even further. We'll have to book Batista in a different feud if we have to do Balor versus Owens for an entire another month. Okay, yeah, that's my card. It's costing me 165k to book this, but I think it'll be worth it. Okay, here we go. Baszler versus Davenport.
1, 2, 3.
Baszler retains. Okay. Hey, in a 4.5-star match. We got some charity from Batista. Very good, very good. Volta versus Mysterio. Hopefully the last match in their feud. Can Volta please pick up the win? Yes! We needed Volta to get the win. 4.5 stars. And Mysterio's out. Mysterio's injured, so Volta's going to have to step up to the plate. We could maybe book Batista versus Volta. That self-promo by Omega was a bust.
1, 2,
I'm going to have to stop doing Omega-led promos. Tamina beat Naomi in an okay match. An okay tables match. That's fine. And then Murphy with a self-promo. Got a good response. And then finally the main event, the Hell in a Cell match.
1, 2, 3.
To end the first month. Can we get a 5-star? Come on. Oh, we got the 5-star. 5-star match between Owens and Balor. Holy shit. I don't care about you guys. They didn't even book any title matches for the pay-per-view. They booked one stipulation match. That's disgusting. Look at those ratings. Wow. I think I've like completely cleared my way into winning this. We gained 232,000 fans. Let's see what NXT got. 146. We got like a 90k lead on top of the 30k that we already had. We've got... I think I'm going to win this regardless, but it's just... I cannot stuff it up in any form. I'm just going to have to keep going and pray to God that I don't fail.